I think I should just sit down. My name is Chris Guthrie. I'm the Dean of Vanderbilt Law School, and on behalf of the school, woo! I am truly honored to welcome our faculty, our staff, and especially our graduates and their guests to our commencement celebration. This is a glorious and joyous occasion. Today we celebrate you. We celebrate your graduation from one of the nation's finest law schools, and we celebrate your entry into the legal profession. You have earned this celebration. But you owe a debt of gratitude to those who have helped make it possible for you to be in these seats on this day. For their extraordinary teaching, mentoring, scholarship, and service, will you please join me in thanking our incomparable faculty? For the many ways in which they have shaped your law school experience, will you please join me in thanking our devoted staff? And finally, and most importantly, you are here today because of the support you've received from parents, grandparents, siblings, spouses, significant others, children, friends, and other family members. Will you please join me in recognizing them? do not fully appreciate this yet, but during your time at Vanderbilt Law School, you have developed and refined a set of skills that will distinguish you from those without legal training. Your Vanderbilt legal education has taught you how to think in an analytical and ordered way, introduced you to legal vocabulary, doctrine, and institutions, emphasized the importance of using facts to make arguments, helped you develop the capacity to speak in a clear, concise, and authoritative manner, honed your writing skills to enable you to explain and persuade in writing in a way that few others can, enhanced your ability to anticipate, understand, respect, and challenge the perspectives of others, endowed you with keen insight into how to design and manage processes, provided you with a methodology for solving problems, both legal and non-legal, and because you've navigated law school during a pandemic, helped you become more resilient, flexible, and adaptable. Whatever paths you choose to follow, we know that these skills will serve you well. As you begin to travel down your chosen paths, I want to encourage you, indeed I want to implore you, to give grace and to give back. Giving grace. We live at a politically fraught time in a polarized society. When we hear someone say something we find hurtful or with which we disagree, we are often quick to jump to conclusions, to engage in othering, and to demonize. This is both anti-intellectual and uncivil, but it's much worse than that. Over time, this approach to life, this approach to people, will erode your soul. When you hear someone say something you find offensive or hurtful, give that person the benefit of the doubt. Remember those times when you said something inartful that you have come to regret. Remember those times when you thought you were saying one thing, but you learned that your listener had heard another. And remember that just as others don't know how your private struggles might be affecting you, you don't know how theirs are affecting them. So assume the best, not the worst. Be curious, not judgmental. Ask questions, listen, learn, and be open to the possibility of forgiveness and mercy. Giving back. Many lawyers devote their lives to service through their work in public interest and public sector jobs. Most lawyers follow other career paths, but dedicate a meaningful fraction of their lives to pro bono work. Every year, for example, Tennessee lawyers provide approximately 80 hours of free legal service per attorney. One important form of service is leadership, and lawyers are our society's leaders. More than half of all American presidents have been lawyers. Half of all governors are lawyers. And typically, about 1/3 of all senators and about 1/3 of all House members are also lawyers. You are joining a profession that embodies service and leadership and that safeguards our society's sacred secular institutions. I urge you to follow those who have preceded you and give of yourselves to your communities. But whether you embrace or ignore this plea, I want you to know that we are very proud of you. You arrived as the finest students in the law school's nearly 150-year history, and you have exceeded our very high expectations. You have excelled academically and professionally, and you have exemplified the highest ideals of the profession by devoting yourselves to others and by embracing and enriching our community. We are privileged to have had you as our students. We are honored to claim you as our graduates, and we are excited to see what your futures bring. Thank you and congratulations. Every year, the law school invites graduating students to select their commencement speaker from among eligible Vanderbilt Law School faculty. I'm delighted that your class has selected Ed Cheng to deliver this year's commencement address. Professor Cheng holds the Hess Family Chair in Law. He graduated summa cum laude from Princeton with a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. He also holds a master's degree from the London School of Economics, a PhD in statistics from Columbia, and a JD from Harvard Law School. Stated somewhat differently, he spent a lot of time in school. Professor Cheng is the leading evidence law scholar of his generation and among the most decorated teachers in the history of Vanderbilt Law School. Will you please join me in welcoming your commencement speaker, Professor Ed Cheng.
Thank you, Dean Guthrie, for that generous introduction. And many thanks to all of you, the class of 2022, for the honor of being your speaker today. Commencement addresses are really hard speeches to write. You're supposed to be nostalgic and funny and inspirational all at the same time. So, as you might imagine, I was at a bit of a loss as to what to say today, but then I realized something. I'm a law professor. I don't actually have to know any of the answers. I just have to ask the questions. So what I'm going to do is what I always do in class, which is to call on the students. So, Ms. Bowerman. Ms. Bowerman, how can I best encapsulate the law school experience? What's at the core of the experience in law school? Ms. Bowerman wants to pass. Now, to our guests, now I think you can see what we professors have to put up with every day in class. All right, try someone else. Ms. Smith. Samantha Smith, your class marshal. Ms. Smith, so what defines the law school experience? Ms. Smith says the professors. Not bad, but as much as I love my colleagues behind me, I don't really want to talk about them today. So let me get one more idea from the audience. Mr. Williams. Jordan Williams, how about it? What defines the Vanderbilt Law School experience? Mr. Williams says the logo. And yes, the logo. Funny you should mention it, Mr. Williams, but I've been thinking a lot about logos lately. And what kind of logo might best describe the Vanderbilt Law School experience? So, for example, how about this for the Vanderbilt Law School logo, which is law school as a labyrinth? So many of you must have felt this during your first year. I think that most, if not all of you, that first semester was a rather mystifying experience. You had to learn to operate in an entirely new and foreign environment. You had to learn how to think like a lawyer, and to write like a lawyer, and to behave like a lawyer, and it's a rather transformative experience. It's almost certain, at least intellectually speaking, that you are not the same person today as you were 3 years ago. But to get there, you had to successfully navigate this rather tricky and difficult labyrinth, which is something you should all be proud of. Now, I'm sure some of you may make a lot out of the fact that the V here is in the center of the labyrinth, which is where the Minotaur used to live, but let's ignore that and move on. Here's another possible way of describing the law school. Sisyphus. Every time you roll the ball up the hill, it rolls back down, and you seem to be doing it all over again. So maybe this should be the logo, although not a particularly uplifting one. Or, given how expensive law school is and all the loans, some of you, or some of your friends and families and parents, might feel that law school feels something like this. Bags of money flying out the window. Now, but all joking aside, here's a logo that I hope might encapsulate and remind you of your time here at Vanderbilt Law School and perhaps provide you with some inspiration for the future. I think it's fair to say that here at Vanderbilt, we take special pride in our sense of community, both between faculty and students and among the students themselves. Students know one another and they care about one another. I often tell prospective students that this sense of community is what really sets us apart. And the importance of community and the support we can give each other has only become more salient during the course of the last 2 years and the pandemic. On this score, let me suggest 3 things for all of you, our graduates, as you graduate today. First, take a moment to think about the people who helped you through these last 3 years, not only academically, but generally through this incredibly difficult time on multiple dimensions. None of us get here by ourselves, and that's why the middle person in this logo is supported by 2 others. No doubt some of these supporters, your friends and your family and your loved ones, are in the audience today. But chances are also pretty good that someone from the law school community has had a positive impact on you. Perhaps at some point you were feeling alone or lost or unsure about yourself. And someone, a professor, a staff member, a classmate, picked you up and supported you. I want to urge you to always remember these kindnesses and make them a model for the future. More on this in a minute. Second, I want you to remember that though all of you go out into the world starting today, you will always have a source of support and encouragement here at Vanderbilt. Your teachers and the staff care deeply not only of your professional success, but your personal fulfillment and happiness. The legal profession can be a very rewarding one. It can be fulfilling and prestigious and well paid. But legal practice can also be taxing and wear you down. The hours, the pressure, the isolation can all lead to high rates of depression, anxiety, and stress. So, should you find yourself needing help, please reach out to those of us around you. You are never alone, and we are here to help you. And finally, as you remember the kindnesses done to you, remember that it is your duty to pay them forward to your fellow classmates, your future colleagues, and the next generation. You're not just the purple person in the middle in this logo. You also have a role as being one of the other people on the side supporting others. When you become successful and influential, which all of you undoubtedly will be, you will have a choice. You can ignore, or worse, exploit the people below you, or you can nurture and support them. Remember that for the giver, these small acts of kindnesses are often trivial, almost meaningless. But in some cases, these acts of kindness can mean the world to your recipient. And more broadly, remember to make time for yourself, your friends, and your loved ones. Don't forget that it is they, and not some fleeting fame or recognition in your profession, that ultimately matter. Over the last 3 years, you've been through a lot, both individually and together, and you've shown yourselves to be a remarkable part of this community. As I look out on all of you, I see a very bright future ahead. To the class of 2022, congratulations and Godspeed to you all.
Thank you, Professor Cheng. And now it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dean Sue Kay for presentation of honors and degrees. Dean Kay.
We are here today to recognize and honor all of these graduates who have earned their Doctor of Jurisprudence or their Master of Laws degree from Vanderbilt Law School. All of these graduates should be proud of what they have accomplished, but before recognizing each member of the graduating class, it is my privilege to announce the recipients of 3 of the distinguished awards and honors awarded by the law school. The complete list of awards appears in today's digital university commencement program. I would ask that each recipient stand when his or her name is called and remain standing until all recipients have been recognized. The Founders Medal is awarded to the student in the graduating class who has attained the highest grade point average, awarded earlier this morning at the University Commencement exercises to Brian Teresi. The Weldon B. White Prize is awarded to the graduating JD student judged to have submitted the best research paper, and that goes this year to Samantha Caroline Smith. And the Bennett Douglas Bell Memorial Prize, which is awarded to the graduating student who is not only well-versed in the law, but who, in the words of the benefactor, would strive to do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with God, as did the one in whose memory the prize is given and whose name it bears, Bennett Douglas Bell. This is the only award whose recipient is chosen by the vote of the entire law school faculty, and this year's recipient is Jackson M. Hill. These students are to be congratulated for their outstanding accomplishments. And we will honor now individually the class of 2022. Will the first row of graduates please stand and come forward as directed? think you're over there. Yeah. The following student will be receiving the Doctor of Jurisprudence and a PhD in Law and Economics, Rachel A. Delafave. The title of her dissertation is Life-Saving Policies, Outcomes, Spillover Effects, and How to Address Them. The following students will be receiving the Master of Laws degree. Lin Kai from Shanghai, China. Ya'an Chao from Hulanbuir City, China. Kaifeng Chen from Shanghai, China. Raquel de Oliveira Tomás from Tremembe, Brazil. Suka Deng from Guilin, China. Ujia Fun from Tianjin, China. Yuan Jia Fengjiang from Hangzhou, China. Weifeng Fu from Yuanyang, China. Jialu Ha from Changzhou, China. Shufan Ha from Nashville, Tennessee. Jialin Hue from Xi'an, China. Huiyu Jiang from Zhengzhou, China. Xinyi Kuang from Shanghai, China. Yojia Li from Nantong, China. Uchi Li from Xinying, China. Yanyi Lin from Maoming, China. Meitong Liu from Changchun, China. Rafael Lages Lobato from Belo Horizonte, Brazil. Paulo Henrique Lopes Furtado Fijo from Curitiba, Brazil. Jia Chong Lu from Shanghai, China. Ya Xin Luo from Taiwan, China. Yang Lu Yu from Jining, China. Ijia Ma'a from Ningbo, China. Huan Mao from Beijing, China. Xiaoi Mao from Yuyao, China. Ujia Qi from Shanghai, China. Zuhan Sh from Hefei, China. Rue Si from Suzhou, China. Jia Chong Sun from Shanghai, China. Shuyi Tao from Beijing, China. Anne-Sophie Emmanuelle Vallette from Montreal, Canada. Chen Wang from Zhongshan, China. Junhang Wang from Yancheng, China. Kai Wu from Lishu, China. Jun Jian Xiao from Nashville, Tennessee. Yunan Dan Xiao from Dayang, China. Yi Xie from Shanghai, China. Zicheng She from Huizhou, China. Shachi Shu from Chengdu, China. Jing Xian Yang from Hangzhou, China. Qingru Yang from Nanjing, China. Wandu Yang from Chengdu, China. Wu Yin from Shanghai, China. Yuan from Qingtai, China. Philopatir Zaki Azat from Richmond Hill, Canada. Ia Fan Zhang from Suzhou, China. Zhangyin Zhuang from Shanghai, China. Yang Zhou from Hangzhou, China. Rue Yao Jun from Nangchong, China. Bayar Zhou from Guangzhou, China. We would also like to recognize the following student not in attendance today: Tobias Alexander Zorn from Munich, Germany. The following students not in attendance today received the Master of Business Administration and the Doctor of Jurisprudence degree in December of 2021. Humiya Shirakawa from Tokyo, Japan. Changchang Zhang from Shanghai, China. And Yidan Zhang from Shanghai, China. The following student will be receiving the Master of Business Administration and the Doctor of Jurisprudence Award: Janae C. Wilson from Dayton, Ohio. The following students will be receiving the Master of Science in Finance and the Doctor of Jurisprudence degree: Sharif Robert Hesney, Jr. from Washington, D.C. Luke Kessel from Hickory, North Carolina. And Nan Wu from Shenzhen, China. The following students will be receiving the Doctor of Jurisprudence degree: Devin T. Adams from Birmingham, Alabama. Ashton Andrews from Austin, Texas. Olivia R. Arbino from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Alexander Habib Ashi from Lebanon, Ohio. Narenda Ngozi Atako from Hayward, California. Eli Bedauer from Wayzata, Minnesota. Hutton M. Baker from Newport Coast, California. Henry S. Batur from Somerville, Massachusetts. Elizabeth R. Benway from Westford, Massachusetts. Aaron Lev Bernard from Birmingham, Michigan. Kyle J. Berry from Tallahassee, Florida. Rachel Shira Blumenstein from Alexandria, Virginia. Daniel J. Bodie from Flowery Branch, Georgia. Brett M. Bornstein from Deerfield, Illinois. Sarah E. Bourgeois from Houma, Louisiana. Brooke Bowerman from Macedonia, Ohio. Shaylin R. Braggs from Shreveport, Louisiana. Connor Joseph Breed from Vienna, Virginia. Kyle Matthew Brinker from Columbia, Maryland. Austin Miller Brown from Montgomery, Alabama. Samuel Hoy Brown VII from Martinsburg, West Virginia. Khalil A. Bryant from Fleming Isle, Florida. Emily Joellen Burgess from Kingsport, Tennessee. Peter Lawrence Byrne from Nashville, Tennessee. Michael Alexander Carlisi from Dallas, Texas. Jacqueline D. Chan from Penfield, New York. Ralph Cedric Como from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. William Crowther from Anchorage, Alaska. Rachel Curtin from Indian Harbor Beach, Florida. Paul D'Ambrosio from Park Ridge, Illinois. Catherine Ann Denny from Nashville, Tennessee. Emily Ann Dedivo from Houston, Texas. Melissa S. Diaz from Port Orange, Florida. Lauren Elise Donnelly from Ocala, Florida. Sarah Dvorak from Nashville, Tennessee. Erin Embry from New Albany, Indiana. Khalil Harris Epps from Washington, D.C. Brandon Parker Evans from Powell, Tennessee. Lorenzo Aaron Fernandez from Bonita Springs, Florida. Sabrina M. Fincher from Greenwich, Connecticut. Yitzhak D. Fishbach from New York, New York. Tatum M. Fuller from Anchorage, Alaska. Thomas McMurray Garrett V from Memphis, Tennessee. Chandler C. Gerard Reimer from Ventura, California. John H. Gibbons from Cary, Illinois. Zachary Gitman from Brooklyn, New York. Rachel Renee Glosson from St. Charles, Illinois. Tiana S. Goodall from Nashville, Tennessee. Jacob R. Goodman from Fenton, Michigan. Walter A. Goss from Tupelo, Mississippi. Natalie Ruth Graves from Fort Collins, Colorado. Molly J. Gray from Atlanta, Georgia. Scott T. Griffin from Huntsville, Alabama. Jordan R. Grindhafer from San Antonio, Texas. Michael Gerard Haberman Jr. from Wexford, Pennsylvania. David Hackle from Gloucester, New Jersey. Gabrielle M. Haddad from Greenville, South Carolina. Peyton Brooke Hampton from Nashville, Tennessee. Andrew D. Harris from Nashville, Tennessee. Alyssa A. Hartley from Boston, Massachusetts. Kaylin G. Harvey from Brentwood, Tennessee. L. Hashimoto from Portland, Oregon. Jessica K. Hayashida from Mechanicsville, Virginia. Stephen D. Heinrich from St. Charles, Missouri. Joseph B. Hendricks from Carrollton, Georgia. Sarah Margaret Heisey from Atlanta, Georgia. Thomas Chester Hildebrand III from Hanahan, South Carolina. Jackson M. Hill from Tampa, Florida. Hallie R. Height from Searcy, Arkansas. Thomas E. Honkin from Louisville, Kentucky. Cameron Kai Hood from Cape Coral, Florida. Barrett L. Hoyt from Amarillo, Texas. Kimberlyn Hughes from St. Simons Island, Georgia. Andrew J. Johnson from Hayes, Virginia. Bruce Johnson from Brewster, Massachusetts. Nicole Johnson from Raleigh, North Carolina. William Carroll Johnson from Nashville, Tennessee. John Henry Calba from Ponte Vedra, Florida. Jae-hee Kim from New York, New York. Peyton J. Klein from Fort Pierce, Florida. Dylan A. Kornfeld from Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Connor Kreidel from Yorba Linda, California. Mary Kate O'Toole Kustas from Boise, Idaho. Kathleen C. Laird from Nashville, Tennessee. Lauren M. Lankenow from Fullerton, California. Elliot Channing Lansdell from Nettleton, Mississippi. Jason Lee from Dover, Delaware. Brooke A. Levy from Boynton Beach, Florida. Jacqueline B. Lewis from Reston, Virginia. Clayton Wesley Lord from Fairfield, Connecticut. Nicholas P. Mack from Nashville, Tennessee. Miles J. Malbrough from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Caroline E. Malone from Taos, New Mexico. Caitlin Callahan Martins from Adams, Tennessee. Olivia Louise Martinson from Petersburg, Alaska. Tara G. McAndrew from Pittsford, New York. John Robert McGroarty from Ambler, Pennsylvania. Christina Caitlin McLaughlin from Atlanta, Georgia. Stanley N. Medlin from Dyersburg, Tennessee. Aaron R. Meager from Needham, Massachusetts. Brighton A. Merritt from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Rashi Mishra from San Diego, California. Jacob M. Moeller from Tucson, Arizona. Catherine Helen Monks from Midlothian, Virginia. Joshua Campbell Moscow from Lexington, Kentucky. Andrew D. Mullendore from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. William L. Murphy from Aiken, South Carolina. Marie N. Naguib from Chino Hills, California. Sarah Louise Norton from Nashville, Tennessee. Lisa Oruchevich from Maryville, Tennessee. Kelsey L. Owens from Palestine, Texas. Jacob W. Paolillo from Nokomis, Florida. Colleen B. Parga from Hollister, California. Alexandra Brooke Pearson from Orlando, Florida. Jeremy C. Peterson from Waco, Texas. Aaron M. Peterson from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Ashley T. Plunk from Rogers, Arkansas. Nicholas J. Prendergast from Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Jake Samuel Price from New York, New York. Jake Edwin Pritchett from Nashville, Tennessee. Yuna Pian from Torrance, California. Zachary B. Quinlan from Houston, Texas. Jacob Leo Rader from Lafayette Hill, Pennsylvania. Alexa Diane Reed from Fairfax, Virginia. Savannah P. Reed Pluff from Poway, California. Michael Francis Bronzine Regard from Lexington, Kentucky. Harper Ricks from Little Rock, Arkansas. Michael J. Rollman from Manitou Springs, California. Brian Rubin from Torrance, California. Mariam Syed from Brentwood, Tennessee. Caleb B. Sansusi from Union, Kentucky. Catherine Mara Sarkeesian from Beverly Hills, Michigan. Danielle Erica Schaefer from Wilmington, North Carolina. Catherine M. Shelley from Naperville, Illinois. Eliza C. Schmidt from Easton, Connecticut. Cole W. Schott from Nashville, Tennessee. Rachel C. Seidel from Bloomington, Illinois. Victoria D. Sellover from Oyster Bay, New York. Meredith Rolfs Severtson from St. Anthony, Minnesota. Thomas Shelburne from Belton, Texas. Chia Shi from Shanghai, China. David M. Silversmith from Rockville, Maryland. Bria Janae Smith from Southfield, Michigan. Samantha Caroline Smith from Roswell, Georgia. Hedgen Kyle So from Gainesville, Virginia. Sean Patrick Sullivan from Merrick, New York. Daniel James Sweat from Bardstown, Kentucky. William D. Tamposi from Lantana, Florida. Shinran Tao from Huawan, China. Loring Elizabeth Talene from LeClaire, Iowa. Brian J. Teresi from Solana Beach, California. Alexandra M. Thomas from Humble, Texas. Vivian Tran from Nashville, Tennessee. Alexander M. Tu from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Jessica Nicole Ergo from New York, New York. Kate L. Wada from Mountain View, California. Anya Van Sustbergen from Richmond, Virginia. Christopher Warren from West Hartford, Connecticut. Emily Allison Webb from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Cassandra S. West from Melbourne Beach, Florida. Jordan Reese Williams from Demopolis, Alabama. James Jacob Wood from St. Louis, Missouri. Zachary M. Woods from Naples, Florida. Liuying Wu from Jiangxing, China. Beibei Yang from Haifei, China. Nuha Zabab from Suwanee, Georgia. Rachel Jordan Zacuto from San Clemente, California. Bobby Morgan Zahn from Sanford, Florida. Kejia Zhao from Kunming, China. We would also like to recognize the following students not in attendance today: Amy Lynn Baker Badley from Rockford, Michigan, and Lucas T. Osborne from Lacassas, Tennessee. The Vanderbilt Law School class of 2022. Please join us for a toast with champagne in the tent to my right and your left to toast the graduates. And to receive champagne, you need to get one of these purple little armbands, but there will be people handing out those armbands on the sides of the tent. Thank you.